Hey guys, Saf here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in today's video we have the ×2 Ancient event that has started today, so it is time to pull your shards. I have given up hope that there is going to be a guaranteed ancient. It feels like very much that they've realized that guaranteed ancients are way too strong and people are holding their shards and they're just not going to offer it. It has been months. Let's actually have a look when the last guaranteed ancient event actually took place. So you can come to hellhades.com. We basically track all of the past guaranteed champions on this post, and we can see that Michinaki was the last one in that new model, which was like a summon rush kind of model, which is kind of cool. I actually quite like it, although it's very heavily dependent on sacred shards. Then we have had guaranteed void, guaranteed void, guaranteed void, guaranteed void, guaranteed sacred, guaranteed ancient shards. The last one we had was in November. It has been 5 months. And if you look at the difference, like we had 2 ancients, even though one was an epic, in November. We had an ancient in September. We had an ancient in July, June, May. They were doing it pretty consistently. This is the biggest gap. Even between July and September, that is still, August, September, that's only 2 months. It has been 5+ months. I think we're just not going to see them. So I've decided today I'm going to pull on my main all of the ancient shards that I've got. And of course, I'm back playing the free-to-play now, so we're also going to be doing the few ancients that I have on the free-to-play, hoping to pull my first legendary. Please. Now, I have a pretty bad track record with shards here. It's normally pretty bad, but maybe today changes it. Let's have a look. So obviously, if you're going for the fusion, which, I am doing the fusion, even though I don't think the champion is necessarily that crazy, I'm still doing it because, it's champion chase points or it's CVC points for me. So you need to get 2,500 fragments. Now, if you did all of the summon rush, you could completely skip the champion chase tournament if you do every other event. But I kind of want to skip one of the dungeon divers or the artifact enhancement events, or maybe I don't want to go as deep into the champion training tournament. Haven't quite figured that out. It depends if the champion training tournament happens to be at the same time of clan versus clan. Then if so, I'll get a lot of points from books, because champion training, it can be done pretty comfortably with legendary books. But in the meantime, I'm looking at this going, okay, if I can get 2,500 on a ×2 ancient, which is pretty easy to do because you get a lot of epics, and epics kind of add a lot of points here, then I can skip, say, a dungeon divers, maybe a couple of tournaments. It just gives me a lot more flexibility because I did complete the summon rush in the end. So I'm going to be just pulling my ancients. I'll probably easily get the 2,500 I would have thought out of 100 ancient shards. So I do have 100 ancient shards available to me on the main account. There is a targeted event with Ragash. I have Ragash, but to be honest, ×10 for non-void is almost forgettable. It's like a 0.8% increased chance that happens to be Ragash. It's so negligible, I just don't even care. Some of my clanmates are saying, you've got Ragash, why didn't you wait till Sunday? I just don't think it really matters. It just is so irrelevant. So in terms of some of the legendary champions that I would really like, there's actually quite a lot of non-void legendaries that would add a lot of value to my account. Like a Sethalia would be very interesting to pick up. Certainly something like a Hull's Ring would be still very interesting for me. An Errol is not a bad pickup. Archbishop would be great for Iron Twins. And Corvus would give me some clan boss options. Skarg as well. And we've also got this new Alsgore, which we could do some interesting clan boss teams with maybe. There's plenty. Corrigar would be great for me to pick up, especially on my free-to-play. If I can pick up Corrigar on the free-to-play, wow, what a champion. I know a lot of people in my community have asked me, why are there no teams with Corrigar? Not many people have pulled Corrigar. So if I can pull a Corrigar, I will build a clan boss team with him. What else have we got here? Brachus does things that nobody can do in clan boss. I still don't have a Dracomorph. How is that even possible? We don't really care about these. Obviously, Artak, you can't summon at the moment. We don't have a Kaimar, a Wither, a Hefrak, a Sissia. I'm missing so many champions from the Demon Spawn faction. I don't have a Rhodus, a Bad El Khazar. It's actually amazing how many legendary champions I have on my account, yet I've missed a lot of the S tier. Like Astrolith is an S tier champion in the right team in an arena setting. Ray is one of the hardest hitting champions. It is quite astonishing. I don't have a Calvalax, would be very game-changing. Like, it is astonishing, like, how many of these. Goffred would be quite good for interesting situations as well. Harima, I don't have a Harima. Genzin, if YST is watching, he'd be, like, all over that Genzin pick. And, of course, we also can get a King Alkaba. And there are the new epics that have been added, right? Creodon the Blue. We've also got the Wuzgar. We've got Wiranen and Lockwayne. I'm always curious to pick up some of these new epics. I don't have a Swiranen there. I don't have some of the other new epics that got added to the game as well in I think the Ogrins. Like Wuzgar is one of the new ones. So there's plenty of non-legendary champions. Obviously, for my account, a legendary Void is kind of what's going to make a huge difference. But even if I pull some of the new epics, I think that's still really interesting. So let's get into it. Let's see what we're going to get. How many legendaries? In the comments below section right now, how many legendaries do you think I'm going to get out of 100? Now, 100 on a ×2 should average, I should get at least one legendary out of the 100 on average, right? I don't know where I am in the Mercy system. I don't track it. I'm pretty bad for that. But let's see. Let's go. I didn't do the 1+1. I avoided that one, but I've just given up waiting. We're going to pull them all. Let's see what we get. We're going to start with an all rare, aren't we? I said I'm terrible at pulling shards. Maybe that was just like setting out the bad luck. Maybe we get rid of all the bad luck. We haven't had an epic yet. We still haven't had an epic. There we go. Morag, great epic. I don't know if I've got a Morag. I'll have to check. But one epic in 20 shards is pretty poor so far. It's really bad so far. Where's the ×2? Plarium. Plarium. Where is the ×2? One epic in 30 ancient shards. Right, there's better. Come on, let's get some epics. There we go. Another one. Throw out another epic in this temple. Come on. Okay, well, we didn't get it. None of these rares are relevant to me. I've got so many of the rare copies. I've got like 12 cold hearts. It doesn't really matter. Tomoa, a great epic. Really interesting champion. Yaga, a login. Oh, legendary! Oh, it's a good champion. It's a great champion. But I've got one. I think I've got two already. Valkyrie is a great champion for so many different settings. You can make her into a damage dealer in Arena if you want. You can make her into a counterattack clan boss champion. She is probably one of the best champions for Fire Knight Hard. But it does require the Cardiel somewhat. So I already had a Valkyrie. It's okay. It's not really the champion I want. But it's okay. It's not a Kaimar. It's not a Rhodus. We'll take it. We got a legendary. So we've hit the average. I'd like to hit some... Oh, another one. Oh, we got a Sissia. Well, that's a non-dupe. Yes, that is a non-duplicate champion. Sissia. I can finally pull champion. Sissia is awesome. Now, whether or not I actually need a Sissia, well, that's a whole different debate because I already have all the HP burn options I need. The new champion coming in, you know, Artak. He's kind of like Sissia. Not as good because you don't get this like decreased defense and weaken. But he kind of does the same job with probably less book requirements. But Sissia, as a non-dupe, we'll take non-dupes and we'll take two legendaries. This is good so far. They're both very, very strong legendary champions, just not necessarily... Another one? What the hell? It's a Rorik? What is going on here? Clearly, Plarium's decided to give me some luck. We got the new Lockwayne as well. I'm more excited about the Lockwayne than the Rorik. I've got a Rorik. Rorik is great. Rorik is in my clan boss team. If you haven't checked out my video on the 4-1 Razelvarg team, Rorik is in that team, punching some pretty big numbers. But this Lockwayne is one of the new Sylvan Watcher epics. He hits kind of hard, I believe. That's his concept here. So he's going to attack all enemies, remove any veil. Then he has a chance to remove one buff from all enemies. And then he's going to use his A1, this A3 that attacks twice, ignoring shields, and he will reset if he kills someone. He also increases his own accuracy for each buff on the enemy. And then on an A1, we have a chance to remove buffs. He's quite a good buff remover. He's an interesting champion. I don't think he's necessarily that game-changing. I don't think he's particularly amazing for any particular content, but it'd be interesting to see how hard he hits with this A3 here. And, you know, the faction wars is coming up. So we are looking, I'm looking to try and make an analysis on what epics are really good to invest into. I know Mr. Edidaithi is very good. We know Ruella is very good. Are there any other epics in the new bunch that just got added that are also very good? But hey, let's keep going. Surely another legendary might pop out. Do we get any more luck, or is that it? Have we exceeded all of luck? Have I ruined my free-to-play luck in this one pull here? What else have we got going on here? A few more epics would be nice, just so I can fully max out the champion chase, just to make sure. We should be fine with 3 legendaries, but just in case. Oh, we're back to the blue tax. Okay. Oh, we've run out of space. I need to make some space. I will be right back. We've got 10 more to pull. So we're back. We're going to do 1 pull, and then we're going to pull the last 10. Let's see what we get. out of the final 10 ancients. I'm pretty happy. 3 legendaries out of 100 is great returns, and it is a non-dupe and 2 duplicates. I only had 1 Valkyrie and I had 1 Rorik, so I'm pretty sure I can finish some Faction Guardians as well. So we'll have a look at that at the end of this little segment here. Anything else in the last 10? Another epic would be great. A Wiranon or something of that nature. Not a blue. Don't give me an all blue. Don't give me an... Oh, an epic. Oh, we got Tanex. Okay. So, 100 ancients, and we got 3 legendaries, of which one of them was a non-dupe. Let's just scroll down here. So we got a Rorik. Already had one, but hey, another Rorik's not terrible. We got a second Valkyrie. 2 Valkyries is flexible because I can make an arena one or I can make a finite hard one. This is actually not a terrible dupe to have. Of course, we then got Sissia, which is a brand new legendary for this account, which is amazing. I will take Sissia. She is one of the few champions that can do AoE burn activation alongside Arthur and Theodore. So there can be interesting teams we can do now with this champion. So I'm interested to have a look what I can flex with it. We also picked up Lockwayne. We got how many epics here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh, I already had him. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 epics. So 3 legendaries, 12 epics out of 100 shards. It's nice to actually see how we did on the odds because obviously it's out of 100. So we low rolled the epics, but we high rolled the legendaries. That's pretty good going, I would say. We're pretty happy with that. So where does that put us in the champion chase? It should mean that we've completed the whole thing. We're not quite at the top book. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, we're very close. We are very close. Do you know what? We're just going to buy... We've got the gems. We're going to buy one more set of 11 ancient shards, and we're just going to try and get that last legendary book. It's worth the gems. So I'd never advise you to do this, but in this situation... 11 ancient shards, like a legendary book, is worth 900 gems for me. Let's pull one more ancient here, and then we'll pull the final temple, and then we should be able to claim that legendary book. Hopefully we get an epic champion out of here, otherwise this is going to be awkward. We need 1 epic, that's all we need. What are we going to get? Oh, we didn't do a temple. Oh, we're going to have to do them individually. I'm an idiot. Okay, we're doing them individually. Maybe we'll get better luck. This is another rare. We need at least 1 epic out of this temple. 1 epic. There's the epic. It's Aox, actually a solid champion. I use him in Iron Twins. Really, really solid. You can't really get the crit rate on him, the decreased crit rate, because you can't drop turn meter. But otherwise, a solid epic. If I pulled him on the free-to-play, I'd be pretty happy. Are we going to get anything else out of these last few ancient shards? Let's have a look. Might as well pull them all at this point. We're just getting a bunch of rares that we don't want. Anything else? Oh, another epic. Carlinia. We haven't really got any of the new epics like the Creed and the Blue. The Creed was the one I was hoping to get more than anything else. But we haven't been able to get him, unfortunately, by the looks of it, unless we get one of these last 2 ancients here, which is probably going to be 2 rares because that's the way it goes. I feel like I've overachieved with the 3 legendaries, so I'm underachieving with the epics. There we go. But that should be enough now to get the legendary book off the top of that champion chase, which is great because I do have a few champions I need to book. It does put me in position 2 as well, so I may be able to pick up some fragments potentially. I'm not really that fussed. I'm not going to try and chase the win here. I never really care about these. I can get the event done without these fragments. So in terms of the faction guardians here, then obviously like we've just got 2 new duplicates. I can finish off the faction guardians. Now I got to be careful because I am using barbarians in content. Whenever you look at this, you kind of need to go, okay, which barbarians am I using in what places? Rorik's in my clan boss team. Gotta be careful. Kantra is in my Hydra team. It's not a problem if she goes 10 speed faster, but Rorik is. So I'll need to rebuild Rorik first before I can put that 10 speed in, but it will help me get some more advantages. And then I can choose what I do with the duplicates, right? I'll probably make a second Valkyrie rather than +1 it. But I'm starting to, in this account now, get into the territory of I can start empowering champions, right? Because I'm starting to get my faction guardians filled up. Like we've got 8, 10, 10, 2, 4, 6, 10, 6, 10. So you can see I can start looking at empowering the powerful champions. We're still, unfortunately, dodging all of the big meta, but at least we knocked out one of the demon spawns that are really powerful, right? There's 3 really that are strong here. With it, Kaimar, Hefrak, and Sissia, we've knocked out one of them. I would still, at some point, please, player him, give me a Rotus. He is a monster. I really miss not having a Rotus. Please give me the Rotus. there we go. We're going to now jump over to the free-to-play and we're going to see what we get in the free-to-play account. So we're here on the free-to-play. We are collecting the Artac Chase. This champion is going to be amazing for my free-to-play. Oh, we got a legendary book today. That is great. We take that. I will be doing a special video on my progress so far because we've got a lot of different things to do this weekend. We've got the mission to get Relic Keeper. That's going to help us get some chase points. But the main reason why we are here, what have we got to do here? We can pick up some 6-star legendary. This gear is going to be amazing for my free-to-play. I'm not buying any Forge Pass or anything, but just having access to 6-star legendary gear is so big for an account in this nature. I don't have many pieces. It doesn't matter what set they're in. Like being able to get some rolls in speed here potentially, or some rolls in accuracy even, it's so valuable. You know, if we can get good speed rolls, good defense rolls, that's kind of like, it's just valuable. It's not great rolls there, but just having access to this, we're going to get one every week by the looks of it. It's going to be game changing. Even perception gear, getting 5-star perception gear for my level of account right now is big. But we're going to cover all of the updates in the free-to-play in a special video where I'm actually going to do a lot of pushing. We're going to talk about Clan Boss, how I'm progressing with that. This Soul Merchant is a bit of a waste of space. I can't really buy anything right now because I can't do Iron Twins. We couldn't finish the champion training event like we wanted to because player and play broke on us. Can we snipe the tournament? Probably not. I can barely do Dragon as it is. Look at this. If I could even get 1 point, it would be worth energy, but I don't even think I can do it with just my Coffin Smasher. So the main thing we are here for is, of course, the champion chase. It would be nice to get some energy. The XP boost would be great. I don't think I'm going to get 3,000 points, if I'm being honest. So we're just going to have to play it by ball. But what have we got? We have got 12 Ancients. We have 12 Ancients. We need to just free up a little bit of space. So let's just eat some of these 1-star rares just to make sure we've got enough space. We've got 12 Ancients, and we have not so far pulled a legendary on this account. The only legendaries I have are Rhonda and the Altan, which I got from the champion training tournament. There are no others on this account. To be honest, I'm not even that worried about legendary. I'm looking for power picks on the epic side. It would be great if we can get some of the cool epics. Taragi would be excellent, but even outside of that, something like a Venom Mage or anything that's going to hard carry my account. Dithey is doing well, but he needs more support. So it's really just like options. At the moment, I'm kind of dependent on Myrmidon as an ally protector. If I manage to get an unkillable champion, well, that's a whole new ball game. But in the absence of unkillable, an ally protector is still the kind of champion we want. And then any epic. I mean, it's so different to my main account. My main account, I want very specific champions. On the free-to-play, any champion will do. So will the luck from the main account carry over to my free-to-play? Where it really matters, please. I mean, even Ragash would be amazing for the free-to-play. Let's go. This is where we pray. Come on. Oh, it's an epic. Ender. Nazana. Nazana's an ally protector. That's an ally protector. We've got an ally protector. That's actually really cool. What else did we get? It's kind of painful that you get 2 farmable rares. It really is painful when you get 2 farmable rares. Grave Chill, I've already got one of. These, like even Avenger, 3 farmable rares is painful to have. And this guy, these aren't really that useful. But Ender Moonbeam, let's have a look what Ender does. So we get an A1 decreased defense. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 75% chance of increasing the random duration on the target. Increases his champion speeds for each by 2 for each enemy under leech. Attacks all enemies, has a chance to play leech. Now, here's an interesting thing. I've been using Deacon in my clan boss because, or in my proposal of my clan boss team that I'm thinking about, because he has leech and decreased defense. Well, this champion might be a better option because we get the decreased defense on an A2, 100% leech on a 3-turn cooldown, and we have a chance to extend debuffs on the target. Ender might become a better option for clan boss. It might be the case. It looks really cool. Look at that sword. How amazing does that look? You know, wow. Hands down best art department in all mobile gaming, right? Looks awesome. He's got like a little leaf. I don't really know what's going on with the helm. That's kind of weird. But Ender, let me know in the comments below, guys. Do you think Ender is a better replacement for Deacon, with the consideration that Deacon's A3 is disabled in my current planned team? So he doesn't do the turn meter boosting. Without the turn meter boosting, do we just go for the Ender because we get a better setup with a decreased defense and leech rather than it being kind of like an A2 into an A3. I suppose you could argue that the decreased defense is more consistent, but I mean, it's an A1 with a 40% chance is pretty good. But we do get a Nazana as well. Like, it's an ally protector with decreased attack. It's a 3-turn ally protection. I got a feeling Myrmidon might just be relegated. It might just be that Myrmidon gets relegated for Nazana, because 3-turn is much easier to build. 3-turn allows me to consider 2-1. 4-turn, I can't run 2-1. So we've got an ally protector. That was the main goal, and we've got a really interesting champion there. The rest are kind of not so important. Valerie's a buff extender. We might bring her in. What else are we going to get? 2 more. Anything else? Is there a legendary behind these? Please. I still haven't got a legendary, though. Legendary would be great. Legendary? Nope. Not today. We get a raider. Did we get any new champions here? We did get some new champions. We got another one there. That's a farmable. He's not a farmable. Did we get anything else? So we got a new champion going towards the Raz infusion. So we take that. We'll take that. That's good. I'm pretty happy with that. Even though it's not legendary, I feel like we've got some really interesting options there to use. We need to store away the Raider. But I really am interested to see how Ender works. And I'm really interested to see if we go for Nazana instead of Myrmidon now. But honestly, my Sylvan watches between Mr. Adidaithi and this Ender Moonbeam, we're looking pretty comfortable for the Faction Wars when that comes out on this free-to-play. The other factions are an absolute travesty. But hey, no legendary. I don't know where we got to up here. How far do we got? We've got the energy. We've got 250 points to come from the Relic Keeper, so we'll pick up the XP boost as well, which actually was kind of important because we were running out of XP boost. Thankfully, the new Call of the Arbiter rewards has come in and kind of given us a lot of XP boost because we were running real low on that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I can get any epic shards from anywhere else because ancient shards, because obviously I don't have enough of the gold bars here. I'm not going to burn any gems, I'll be honest. But maybe we'll do 3. Let's just do 3. We'll burn some gems. Maybe we'll get lucky. We've got to be close to Mercy at this point. If you think I've pulled every single ancient shard that other creators have pulled in, what day are we on now? Day 75. So in 75 days, I've pulled every single ancient shard that I own, and I still have not had a legendary. At this point, I've got to be like odds on Mercy. Surely, we've got to be there. We can't be that far away. 3 more. Do we get a legendary in 3 ancient shards? Let's have a look. To close out the video. No. This goddamn Marauder, which I've seen about 400 times on this free-to-play. No. Do we even get an epic out of 3? Was this a waste of 270 gems? Is this a lesson? Never pull your gems. Yes, it was. They're not even good rares. They're not even useful rares. I don't even think they're Razin rares. They're not. Okay, well, we end on a low. But hey, we have got an ally protector. We have got an interesting champion. Now we have to have an interesting discussion about, I've just 6-starred my Myrmidon because I didn't think, well, I say I've just. Last week I 6-starred my Myrmidon because I wasn't getting an ally protector. I probably will still try to make it happen, but I don't know. I haven't invested masteries yet, so the worst case scenario is I've got a good Faction Wars champion. I just feel like a 3-turn ally protection with a big shield on this champion to keep her alive and a backup decreased attack on a 3-turn cooldown is probably a better option than a Myrmidon, which has a 4-turn ally protection, a backup decreased attack as well on a 3-turn cooldown, but it's a lower version, so it's never going to really matter because we've got Coffin Smasher and a Provoke. So he will be good for something like Hydra eventually when I get there. So it's not like it's a complete waste that I've 6-starred him, but at the same time, I think Nazana is just a tier above. And let me know what you think about the Ender. But there you go, guys. That is the end. No legendary on the free-to-play, 3 on the main account, a non-dupe, an ally protector on the free-to-play. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're progressing. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.